New foundation launching today, well, depending on when you're seeing this video, on the 12th anyway, from Jones Road. This is the Jones Road Your Skin Foundation Stick. Comes in 30 shades and is $38. This is a great product. It's lightweight, it's natural, it's got just enough medium to full coverage, it's weightless, it's smooth, it's blendable, and supposedly has 8 hours wear, but we are doing our wear test right now, so we'll hear all about that. I want to jump right into the demo, but to let you know that I am Rebecca, just in case you didn't know, this is not fit for print beauty. I have tested beauty and reviewed beauty professionally for over 25 years at this point. I know you wouldn't think I'm a day over 21, but I heard that. At any rate, I can be your barometer for what works and what doesn't work in the beauty industry so that you don't spend your money needlessly. Pay attention if you are generally a fan or always searching for the right stick foundation, if you like medium coverage, if you have normal, dry, or oily skin. And if you don't really love serum foundations, we're going to talk about all of that. Everything's serum lately, including the new Estee Lauder Double Wear. It's like there's no resemblance to the first one. So we're going to talk about how this works. So subscribe if you need someone to help you decipher all this craziness and all these new releases. Let's get right to the demo and the wear test of the new Jones Road Your Skin Foundation Stick right now. Okay, so this is a Jones Road Bobbi Brown product, so you can go ahead and use your hands to put it on. I am going to use a brush because it has been effectively illustrated that people on social media hate beauty creators touching their face. We've never figured out why it is, but you can go ahead and use a sponge or your hands. I'm going to use a brush just so we don't have a massive freak out in the comments. Okay, so we have beige here and warm beige. I'm assuming I'm beige because I'm like a light, medium, neutral, but let me just show you here. Here's the beige shade. I don't know why I'm showing you because you're not really gonna be able to see it too well if I've chosen my shades effectively. No weird scent. Sometimes, you know, like on that Miracle balm has a bit of a scent. I don't like that. Like a botanical scent, I always describe it as, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of patchouli-like, and I'm out. But this has nothing. Okay, here's the slightly warmer shade. Let me show you. There's the slightly warmer shade. You can combine them too, but I think I'm this one, right? My hand's not exactly the color of my face, so I think we're okay just going with the beige. I am going to apply it to my face. You could apply it to the, I mean, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat, as they say. No cats were hurt in that. All right, so I'm just going to do one side of the face first, and let's go ahead and blend that in. And we'll show it with the pencil. That's her kind of concealer pencil too. But let's just first get this on. Taking some of it off of my hand because you might choose to do it that way, and you can. Now this is buildable, so I'm just doing one side. Wow, that is really nice. We haven't even done the wear test yet, obviously. Let's build it up a little bit. We're going to compare it to the other side. We have no concealer on. I'm going to put this a little on the eyelids too. And for demonstration purposes here, everyone, I am also not doing any sort of a primer or anything. And the reason for that is we all use different primers. We use different setting sprays and powders and all that. And because of that, I just want to level the playing field as best I can and just show you what this is like on its own. Now, I am going to admit to you, I mean, I have normal skin. It's not oily. It's not dry. So there's no way to do this like entirely scientifically, obviously, but I'm just trying to remove as many things as I can. All right, there's 2 layers. What do we think? This side, just morning skincare that's, sunken into my face a long time ago. And this, wow, that is very natural. That is a pretty stick foundation. Could it be better than the Tom Ford stick foundation, which is my favorite? Ilia is pretty good too, but Tom Ford's my favorite. All right, I'm going to speed this up, and I'm going to do the other side, and then we'll come back and look at it, okay? All right, what do we think? What do we think? God, this is pretty, you guys. If this lasts in the wear test, this might become my favorite stick foundation, not joking. All right, I don't usually like to use concealer, but what Jones Road does is they give you which of these. This is an interesting, this is a face pencil, and this is Bobbi Brown Jones Road concealer. It's a little dry, so it kind of needs something underneath it. So let's just see how it goes over this, and if it kind of works. Put it in the corner. They let you know what number you'd be. Oh, it's nice. Oh, it goes over the, I'm just using my finger. I know you guys probably hate that, but I'm not stretching my skin or anything like that. Listen to the caveats that I have to give here. Wow, that's nice. So usually I like to use this over something smooth, or it kind of doesn't really work, but it's working beautifully over this. What number is this one? I don't know. I have a few. I have 8. I have 10. This one is number 8. Which I think it recommended 8 and 9 to go with this shade. So I'm doing good. I'm doing well there. And you can use a brush. You can use your fingers like I just did. That's nice. So those work really well together. So if you are a fan of this, usually this on dry skin doesn't generally go over well, but it's going on this really, really well. Now, so far, let me just report, again, no scent, no fragrance. And let me report, not greasy feeling. Doesn't feel like it needs powder. Clearly this would take powder. Some of you, I know you need that powder. You just like the way it feels. It would take powder. But if you're like me and you don't like powder, I am not feeling any sort of stickiness. Okay. It feels like a normal blended in liquid foundation would feel. It doesn't feel like a kind of sticky or balmy cream foundation, and certainly nothing like the Jones Road What the Foundation, which I like when used sparingly, but y'all might not. So this is nothing like it. This, this blends just like a traditional liquid foundation would once it's blended in. It is not serum like lately all the foundations we've been seeing, you guys, are serum foundations, right? That kind of sinks into the skin, feels like you're not wearing anything. This has a nicer traditional feel of like a traditional foundation, but in a stick form that will, with a little snap there. This is blendable, it's smooth, and it's even. These are my first impressions. It's going to say 8 hours wear though, and we're going to be able to wear it for 8 hours a day, so we'll know. This is weightless, it's got enough coverage, it built beautifully. My face feels soft, but it is not sticking on my hands or anything like that. Wouldn't get on your phone. Feels really nice, would easily, I can tell you, take powder. And if you are a fan of the face pencil, that's working very well over it and very smooth. Okay, so I'm going to let this go. I'm going to use maybe a little more. Here's another color. This is the shade 10. I have both. This one's a little bit peachier. Just kind of cover some areas there. Might as well just go for it, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to let this go. We're going to let it go the 8 hours because it promised us 8 hours of wear. So let's do that today. I'm going to put on just a little bit of Jones Road makeup over it so that you will have seen that in my intro. And I'll do that kind of midway through. And then we'll come back in 8 hours. It is currently 8 a.m. So I'll see you all in 8 hours. Let's let it go. Okay, it is 3:45. So we're 15 minutes shy of 8 hours. You'll forgive me. We have a trio of other Jones Road products on my face now, which will be listed down below in the description bar. Where I can, I don't really know that Jones Road is super available on YouTube shopping, but if I can find it, it will be also here on screen in YouTube shopping. That's coming along and getting more and more and more brands. But anyway, that is what's on my face. Okay, we are at 8 hours in. I just did my intro as well, so you saw this makeup already. Let's take a look at it. What I sometimes get with especially a stick foundation, and I haven't powdered, okay, is I will sometimes get it into lines here and here. So let's see. No. And I haven't touched it up. You know, usually I'll have to kind of do that, but I don't need to. Looking good under the, maybe. I kind of ran it under my eyes here. I didn't use a lot of the pencil because I really wanted to give the foundation a chance. It may be wearing just a little bit under the eyes here, guys. It's been a long day. I haven't exercised or done anything sweaty, but I've been out and about and I've been running around. So I would say It's broken down a little bit here, but I mean, usually, you know, wouldn't we all generally, because this is medium to full coverage. So this isn't the kind of, for me anyway, you can tell me your experience, but for me anyway, if I'm wearing a foundation like this, I'm wearing a full beat of makeup, in which case I would have, you know, a genuine amount of concealer and some powder under there, whether it's this concealer or, you know, your favorite brand. So I don't here, because I'm just letting the foundation, really trying to just let it, you know. But I will say it did break down under the eyes a bit. If I were wearing this on a regular day and not for a wear test, I would be having more on there, but it did. It did not break down around the nose though. And it's looking pretty good on the forehead too. See, like maybe a little bit in the T-zone. So, and I have normal skin, so I would powder it a little bit. Okay, those are the complaints. And that's, I mean, I'm just coming up with some complaints. I think this is a beautiful stick foundation. I'll tell you what I like about it. No fragrance, hooray. Goes on smoothly, cleanly, quickly. Blends beautifully. There are certain brands like Merit. Let's do some comparisons. If you're looking at the Merit everything, that is very dry. Like if I wear the Merit, I like the Merit. I work with Merit. I like it, but I need something under it to let it go on. And if not, it kind of drags, right? This is, no, much smoother than the Merit. Ilia has a nice one. Fenty has a nice one, and they're beautiful. This one goes on easier, blends easier, and builds more seamlessly. To me, the only competition that this one has is the Tom Ford brand of stick foundation, which is like, the reason I'm kind of staring off into space when I talk about that is it's kind of ephemeral, right? Like sometimes we find that product and sometimes we're like, has it been canceled? It is still up till now my favorite stick foundation, and this one is giving it a run for the money, which for me is high praise. I like this for, it's really a solid medium coverage. It's not full like original double wear Estee Lauder. The new Estee Lauder double wear I really like, but it bears no resemblance to the original. So this to me isn't going to be a full cover. This is really for medium coverage foundation people, and it will build and get into like medium full, but it's not really full. Okay, so this to me is for my people that love medium foundation, that love something that's going to travel really easily. It's not going to get hurt. It's not going to get like open up in your makeup bag when you travel and get, oh, you know, when you have to double Ziploc bag something, this is going to be just fine. It's got that top that's just solid and magnetic. The shade choices were really easy to choose. You could even go a little darker with one if you wanted it to be a bronzer or something, but a contour. But you know, and you could go maybe even a little lighter and brighter if you want it under the eyes. But I thought it worked incredibly well with this. I have her cream blush on the cheeks, and that went on really well and hasn't worn away. It would take powder beautifully. If you are a stick foundation fan, do yourself a favor and try this one. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. If I'm telling you that it only compares to that, what is it, the Traceless Tom Ford stick foundation, then I'm giving you a great review, because I'm very picky about stick foundations. Very, very picky. And I think this is, I'm so impressed by Jones Road lately. And I'm the first one to tell you that I was slow to warm to this brand. I was like, I trust Bobbi Brown, but what is she doing with this brand? Is it skewing for the young audience? Is it skewing for the over 40 audience? I never really knew. It's really coming into its own. This is a tremendously good foundation for a stick foundation. If you are a stick foundation person, if you like medium coverage, if you like buildable and easy, if you like a traditional feel of a foundation, away from that kind of serum thing that's been happening everywhere, you do yourself a favor. You will love this. $38, not too bad. I mean, you know, I'm reading the room. I understand $38 is expensive, but in the field of high-end makeup, not so bad. Love it. Absolutely love it. Do yourself a favor. If you're in those categories I listed, great for normal skin. We'll work on dry skin, not drying. We'll work with a little bit of powder on oilier skin. Wow, this is a real winner. Do yourself a favor and give it a try. Talk to me in the comments, please, everybody. Talk to me over on TikTok and Threads and Instagram. Join us here in our membership here on YouTube. Details are down below in the description bar. And let's chat in the comments, and got lots of good stuff coming up throughout this week as well. So don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.